What's up, guys? This is That Really Gross Guy, and we are going to be completing rank test number 16. So we will be going from 15 to 16 in this episode. And I mean, Nyx is crazy OP. So if you can get Nyx into this, especially Nyx Prime, this is going to be really easy for you. I tried out a couple frames to kind of see, to kind of put a little bit of difficulty in it, but I realized at this point, with this much rank tests already behind us, there's a pretty good chance you have Nyx Prime, or you have at least, I mean, you probably have Nyx, but you probably have a pretty good amount of frames. So if you can get Nyx Prime or Nyx into this episode, you're gonna make this crazy easy. But what I did is I have my Bratton with radiation proc, and that's crazy helpful because I can put a few rounds into an enemy. As long as I proc that radiation, they're going to start shooting at each other. This defense is going to be so much easier. Not to mention this chaos that's going on right now is just totally controlling the entire battlefield. I mean, I can walk around, as you saw, and just pick and choose who I really want to go after. And of course, if you have mind control, and especially with the mod, you can boost up one of these enemies and just basically have it defend. You can have basically two defenders defending this thing, and you see me do that towards one of the end for, oh yeah, look at that, blow! But yeah, you see me do that to the end to one of the arcane enemies, and it hunkers down a couple enemies, and it just made me not have to worry about it. Not to mention, I mean, once they're not shooting at the pod, it's free to regenerate. And 5,000 health, I mean, isn't a lot, but it's definitely enough. I mean, I don't even know if they dip into the health whatsoever on this match. And I mean, you can see that I'm taking it easy. I'm kind of fooling around. But I don't know. It's just, I'm kind of testing the water, you know, and sure enough, because Nyx is just so OP, they really don't even cause a problem for me. Of course, my health dips down because, as you can see, it's not like I'm trying to control everything and use my chaos to manipulate the whole field. But I mean, like I said, it's really no problem. But as you can see, after the first wave, a couple of the obstacles drop down, so they're no longer visible, and you will see it do so right here for the third wave. So basically what it does is it makes less for the enemies basically, I think their process was to, there's that mind control I told you about. But basically, it's kind of to, I guess, limit, or to I don't know, force you to get hoarded by enemies. But in my opinion, that just made things easier because I have line of sight on all the enemies now, and they can't hide behind something and kind of take my mind off of what I'm actually should be doing when I get shot in the back or whatnot. But to be honest, it's just crazy easy with Nyx. The other ones, I mean, I was able to pass them with quite a few of my frames, pretty much no problem. Oh, and as you can see here, easily you can use your alt and just sit here and soak up the ability and protect it, and then spam it back at them. But that's kind of a waste of energy, especially when you're Nyx. But yeah, kind of lost track of where I was at. But oh yeah. I mean, I did it with quite a few of my frames, and this mission really isn't too hard. I suggest practicing it a couple times if you don't have Nyx to test out the frame that you want to try out. But I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. It's definitely harder without Nyx, but there's quite a few frames. You could throw out Volt's shield on one side and then just hunker down and take down the other side. Or I'm sure there's plenty of abilities that will just protect the cryopod. But I mean, as you can see, even kind of joking around and fooling around, I totally demolished this one in 4.5 minutes. But yeah, if you like the video, subscribe, and maybe thumbs up. Take it easy, YouTube.